Is nothing safe from the Phase Four Cringe machine? So, imagine you bundle the kids into the minivan to go see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. They're all excited to see the dancing tree and the funny raccoon and their buddies go on a wacky space adventure. And 2.5 hours later, you bundle them back in the car and it's off to therapy. "What was wrong with the bunny, Daddy?" your daughter sobs. Nothing, sweetie. She was sleeping in a puddle of kool-aid." This movie is a mess. By the end, you'll see graphic animal abuse, mutilation, and experimentation, including a scene where a baby raccoon is skinned alive without anesthesia, only to be stitched back together and sob, "It hurts." Then there's the bullet-ridden baby bunnies, burning turtles, charred human corpses, adorable suburban families blown to bits, children and all, disembowelings, and no less than 3 scenes where a human being gets their face ripped off, one of which is played for laughs, and one where he's peeled like a banana and you stare at the gooey meat underneath with the bulging eyes and gaping nostril holes as he gags on his own mortality. Jeez, James Gunn, who hurt you? Was it Kevin Feige? James, show us on the group where Kevin hurt you. And even if you ignore all of that, this movie is still a tonal mess. You go from cutesy animals being ripped apart to a lame joke, to tragedy to a lame joke, to touching moments to a lame joke, to weightless consequence-free action to a lame joke. And it's done with the subtle rhythm and flow of a drunk baboon wielding a sledgehammer. It feels like there were 2 or 3 different good films shoved into one, all fighting for supremacy, and they never gel. Did Taika Waititi work on this? No, that can't be it. The story is mostly coherent and there are no screaming goats. But my goodness, is it choppy as crap. The acting is good and the visuals are great, but that'll only take you so far before the rotten structure brings the whole house of cards crashing down around your ears. How do you have a script with some of the best character moments and through threads in the MCU and slap them together so badly that by the end everyone is bored, tired, and nauseated?
Not a great plan.
For goodness sakes, even the music, a calling card of this trilogy, is so shoddily utilized as to defy belief. The songs are almost non-stop, wearing out their welcome even for this franchise, and range from painfully on the nose to seemingly random. And the tone of the music rarely matches the tone of the scene. It's like James Gunn himself dragged out an old Zune hit shuffle to use as a placeholder soundtrack, but then forgot to make a real one. Like I said, the acting is still good, even if certain characters are tragically distilled down to one-note components of themselves. And we actually get a decent villain, which is so rare in these films that it should count as a major accomplishment. And considering the menace Chukwudi Iwuji brought to the screen as the High Evolutionary, I'd really have preferred this guy to the 2 neutered versions of Kang the Conqueror we got so far as the proposed big bad of the multiverse saga. And considering recent events, Marvel's probably wishing that had happened too. In short, this movie is a mess. It started with a great idea to flesh out these characters and show how much they've changed and grown to love one another, and some of that comes through, but the various elements should have been given more time to breathe in their own movie and not forced all into one, with a runtime that both outstays its welcome and is too rushed to give weight to anything except Rocket's backstory. It's a sloppy mess that'll send kids screaming from the theater and adults to check their phones. Oh, and Adam Warlock is introduced in this movie, but I forgot because he adds literally nothing. But anyway, what did you think of the movie? Comment below, and if you'd like more top 10s and twitching tantrums, ding that bell, subscribe, and until next time, happy viewing!